All right. Testing. I need some feedback here. Man, this thing's delayed, man. Come on. Can you hear me, Sullivan? All right. Oh, I can hear myself. Testing. I need some feedback here. Yeah, I'm assuming it would sound different. I have a different mic right now. I wouldn't mind your feedback about the microphone. I'm just trying to free myself up. I have a mic attached to my shirt right now. So, good morning, Sideways Llama. Good morning, M. Man, this delay is something else. I have no control over that. It's just I'm so far behind you. Sounds good. Sounds less clear than normal, but not bad. Sounds good, slightly muffled. All right. Good morning, House Heisenberg, or afternoon, wherever you. I don't remember where you are. I think you're in the United States, right? I'm just gonna try this microphone today, and then just I'll listen to the stream later on. There wasn't any particular reason why I wanted to do a live stream today, other than I didn't feel like making a regular video. I just wanted to chat with you guys, and here we are. East Coast. All right. Good morning. So I'm gonna. One thing I will say, I mean, I'm sure most of you saw my video from yesterday, and I was kind of bummed. It seemed like GameStop was going in that same direction. I mentioned February 1st. It just reminded me a lot of February 1st, when I just had a bad feeling waking up that morning. I checked the pre-market price. It didn't look good, and then the price just went down all day. And this time around, it's like, man, holding strong. So what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I just I'm happy to see this because I didn't end up selling half of my shares. I sold a third of them because I saw kind of a bounce back pre-market before the market opened, and I was like, hey, maybe this isn't as much the same as February 1st. So Stimmy came and seconds later got chucked into crypto. That's funny. Oh yeah, thanks, Sullivan. Let me do that real quick. And on my Twitter. But, I'm done attaching dates to things. I just think um, I even yesterday I didn't think it was over. I never would have thought that it was over. It's just I didn't want to ride this thing back down to $40 a share or whatever, and I thought I could exit and enter back in. But I wanted to take some profits. I have no regrets about selling the shares that I did. Yeah. Yeah, House Heisenberg, nobody knows anything, man. If you secured some profits, then you did good. High cost average still holding for now, but we'll see. Yeah. Yep. I think if I was at a loss, like it's just market psychology. I just if I was at a loss, I would want to hold forever. So hold until at least So at least I got in the profits. Today, by the way, does not have to be entirely GameStop centric. Oh man, that's hilarious. Sorry, I'm gonna comment on this. Yeah, 1 second, Sullivan. I'll check out Bitcoin. Man arrested after screaming "stonks" outside of GameStop high on PCP for 36 straight hours. All right, I am getting distracted here. All right, Nick, good morning. Sold enough to cover my investment. Now we see where it goes. Never a bad move since we don't have a crystal ball. Yeah, exactly. I want to have enough shares that if for some crazy reason this went up to $10,000 a share, that I'd be making six figures at least. But whatever. I'm still in. All right, Bitcoin. Oh, that's not Bitcoin. Here we go, 55. I have this at a 60-minute chart. Each of these candles is an hour. And, I don't pay, the general rule is to not pay attention to the wicks, which is the thin lines here, but to pay attention to actual candles. And what we're seeing is a really solid base of support at 54,000. We dropped below that earlier this morning, but bounced right off of it and back up to 55. And, could it go below 54,000? It absolutely could. But I have been saying it's too soon for another 30% correction, in my opinion. I think that we have crossed 50,000 for the last time. I'm very confident about that. I thought about making like a TikTok or something saying that, if Bitcoin got below 50,000, I would shave my eyebrows or eat a crayon or something like that. I ended up not making that, but whatever. I think we're gonna hold strong at 54. Not go below it and then shoot up. This is killing me. Man, I'm facing my biggest loss with options that I've ever had, about a $4,000 loss, and it's on Riot blockchain. This is a Bitcoin correlated stock. As Bitcoin goes, so does Riot blockchain. And so I bought some $90 calls that expire in 2 days. And this weekend, when it got up to $61,000, I was already in the red with Riot blockchain. I was way down, but when it got up to $61,000, I was thinking like, just hold until Monday so I can sell my options at less of a loss. And then Bitcoin didn't hold through the weekend. And so, $4,000. There we go, down the drain. That was just killing me going into Monday morning. That sucked. That sucked so bad. But anyway, I'm gonna read this Rensoul post in a second here. Oh man, let me handle something real quick. Lay low, Stimmy Day, let's go. That's right. All that free money that will have no effect on the future of the US dollar. Stimmy Day. I'm going to see if it hit my bank account yet. My Stimmy money is in my bank account. My goodness. Paid off my CC balance after a new kitchen with mine. Buying a tractor this week. Wow. Nice. I'm putting, I already, knowing that the money was coming, I put all mine into crypto. So, well, actually, no. I have some more crypto, or I didn't put all of it into it. So I got to do some stuff like that. Man, GameStop, come on, GameStop, let's do this. I would love it if March 18th was the day, you know? Oh, House Heisenberg, I'm being sarcastic. The stimmy money will have a huge effect on the US dollar. It's just, how could it not? Um, Inflation. All right, man. Let me. I'm trying to share this video on social media real quick. I have another computer set up, so sorry if I'm like kind of scattered brained. But we got this housing starts, building permits collapsed in February. Why is that? Um, I would guess. I just saw the article, and I'm assuming that it's not just like downward pressure on the economy, but it's also because lumber prices. I don't know if it talks about this in January. Lumber prices have shot through the roof. And why is that? Why are you paying more for gas other than the fact that Biden shut down the Keystone pipeline? It's because things are getting much more expensive. Why are they getting much more expensive? Because all this cheap stimulus money that they're throwing out there, it's making it worse. And it's not just the United States doing stuff like this. I mean, the ECB, they're not. I don't know if they're throwing stimulus at it, but they're doing something similar to quantitative easing. So it's like it's unsustainable. All this crap that we're doing with the U.S. dollar. I don't celebrate it. I transfer it to crypto so that my kids don't get screwed one day. We beat the 1 year 0% APR offer to expire by 1 month. The bank didn't win this one, yeah. All right, you might hear some double feedback here in a second. Give me a second. All right, you might hear some double. Oh my goodness. All right, bear with me. Okay, okay. So let's read Rensol's synopsis here. I've been reading his daily updates. It's good stuff. It's on RGME, and it's better than any article that I could possibly read right now. And so, why not? Because I mean, the articles barely talk about anything. It's clickbait. They know that you are looking up um, that you're looking up stuff on the internet, and they just want your clicks to their websites. And Rensol, it's just not like that. So anyway, this is it by George. This is literally it. Okay, I'm not sure who has seen this, who hasn't, but yeah, this changes everything. We've all had theories of what's going on from naked synthetic shares being out, how Citadel and the others have been doing what they are doing and keep it going up and down. I got posted this. I have a feeling that I know what this is. GME V10 PDF. Okay. I will not be reading this now, but check it out. I am not a financialadvisor.com/Discord. That's DD GME V10 PDF, or just check out Rensol's post on RGME. So we'll go back and he'll explain it to us. Good morning, Graham. All right, Lalo, if gold is getting weaker, why is gold also getting cheaper? I don't know what you mean by that. If gold is getting weaker, why is gold also getting cheaper? I know a lot of people are selling their gold to buy Bitcoin because it's like gold has been $1,700 an ounce. Oh, if the dollar, I meant. Well, right now, the dollar actually isn't getting weaker. If you look at the dollar index, it's getting stronger. But, I'm not, I don't pay attention to short-term things. I pay attention in the long term. So if you zoom out, you'll see a weakening dollar for sure. And looking forward, I think that all of the money added in 2020 and now 2021 means that the dollar is going to get much weaker. So let's see, and everything clicked for me. Suddenly this all makes sense. This DD goes into how everything works from the standard short selling model, which we normally see, to the quote bankruptcy jackpot method using here. It's all written in ELIA, explain like I'm an ape. It shows that FTDs are cyclical nature, how much float is left in total, about 19 million shares. It goes into the risk model, it goes into everything. So these guys banked on the bankruptcy jackpot. This means they bet on the fact that GameStop would go under, destroying the spring and giving them all the tendies. But because Ryan Cohen stepped in, it became impossible. Also, with the digital transition, the positive public sentiment, this one is now off the table. That's for sure. This is off the table. So let me skip down. Let's see. At this point, I no longer care how long it takes. It may take days or weeks or maybe a month. I no longer care at this point. Anything can set this powder keg off. Good news, bad news, tweet catalyst, a tweet catalyst, yeah. Elon or Chamath or whoever else. Also, buying pressure could kick this off because at this point, the amount they have available is shrinking every single day. For example, people throwing their stimmy into this at the end of the month when people get paid, you name it. WSB has millions of users and GME has 200K. At this point, if everyone in this were to go out today and buy, I can't imagine what would happen. Sure. Citadel has no close. This ties back into the fact that they're bleeding money along with the crap tier bonds. I am no longer bullish, bearish, or whatever. I feel Michael Burry-ish. That's a good quote. So Michael Burry from The Big Short. That's dumb, Lawrence. There's always markers. There are always markers. And that's where we are right now. There are always markers. So everything I felt up to reading this PDF was a gut feeling led by logic and led by small parts of the story, some parts which I couldn't tie together. This PDF changed that for me. I've never felt so secure in something. But now I feel like Michael Burry. We have seen the markers all along the way, but now they're tying together nicely. Forget the 19th. Forget any and all dates. At this point, it's just paying attention if a catalyst kicks it off. And remember, this can be everything. So we're here. We're at $220 a share right now. You know? Oh, hey, the market's open. We're at $220 a share. When GameStop went from 480 all the way down to $40 a share, I mean, how would you feel knowing that a few weeks later we would be at $220 a share? We're in a good place. The fact that there wasn't a massive sell-off yesterday is great news to me. So, hold strong. I don't know about the 19th. I know on my channel I've been saying plenty about the 19th. Or at least I've been reading research on the 19th. But maybe not. Good signs all around. Today, yesterday, the fact that we didn't crash. Today, the fact that, seems like we're moving up. But who knows? I mean, it's 2 minutes from the market open. And I'm just, whatever, cautiously optimistic. I think that's the right word. I'm cautiously optimistic. It's been a long time since I had some education, but as far as I remember, negative beta is not supposed to be able to exist that big. All right. One second. Okay, so just buy and wait. Yes, that's it. Easy, right? See it as a grind for getting the good ending. See it as a boss fight who said you were just weak and could never hurt him, but he doesn't know you have a plus 40 camaraderie buff. I'm assuming that's a gaming reference. I have no idea what that means. And here's the RGME confirmation bias. I mean, look, I hope he's right. This brilliant ape uses technical calculations on where the price will go with a Ralph Nelson Elliott wave. I'll click on that link in a second. If everyone holds this, can go to a million a share. I've always tried to reason, quote, 100,000 a share is enough, but with this, I no longer care, man. I remove my bottom. I'm going to do the same as OP. I'd rather get 80% of the top than selling pennies on the dollar. This theorem does hinge on a very simple point. We hodl. Don't get off the rocket before we are on Mars. All right, let's see what Mr. Ralph Nelson Elliott Wave, I know that's not his name, but let's see what he has to say. Again, in RGME. I'm going to see if there's a TLDR. All right, TLDR. IMHO. GME will go short term to around $2,000. at which point we'll see a small retracement, and then we'll move to our pre-launch stage at $10,000 per share, followed by a drop to as little as $7,000 per share, followed by the rocket takeoff to $100,000 or more per share. I learned all of that from a very old ape called Ralph Nelson Elliott that used his crayons in interesting ways. Interesting. Interesting. All right, what is the Elliott wave theory? I recommend you read the free book. All right, so there's a free book. I'm not going to read that free book right now. Elliott wave principle. I am a little cautious about, really? I mean, Elliott wave free book. Why are you not on Amazon or something? But whatever. Maybe he is on Amazon. Rare recording of Ralph Nelson Elliott's early days. As you can see, fellow gorillas, Ralph already had a real hunger for tendies as a little kid. Reading hour, yeah. I'll read some Laura Ingalls Wilder books like I read with my kids. That hunger drove him to use his crayons on charts until he discovered in the 1930s that the stock market always moves in recognizable patterns back. So-called waves. Simplified, there are only two types of wave: impulse and corrective. Those are always waves that move the market and consist of 5 subwaves, because 5 is the smallest number of waves that can accomplish an overall movement. Okay, so corrective waves. He knew how to predict the market almost 100 years ago. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that really tells us nothing about, I mean, I guess I could read the whole post, but I'm not going to. Well, by preventing the launch back then, all right, okay. How come that $10,000 per share is now just a stop along the way? By preventing the launch back, the HF's F up IMO, and now more people are buying tickets for the trip into space. After all, Elliott waves are simple, in simple terms, nothing else but the manifestation of human behavior on the market. However, beyond the average manipulation also makes it harder to say with absolute certainty that the following pattern is accurate. But since then, anyway, only reflect my opinion, I'm still going to share them. The way it looks right now, we are currently in corrective wave 2. Okay, I'm going to click on this chart here. Maybe that's corrective wave 1. So he's saying we're in corrective wave 2. Oh, wait. I don't know. All right, corrective wave. Okay. I can't make sense of that chart, but the way it looks right now, we're currently in corrective wave 2 that is developing as an ABC pattern. Both of those aspects show correction into the current range. Although we haven't reached the predicted range for C in the ABC pattern, and maybe won't, but I wouldn't be surprised if the price falls into the range of 131 to 161 to confirm both predictions, and possibly also close the gap that's still open from the 5th to the 8th of March. This would mean that we are likely at the end of wave 2 within a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse. Okay. So the projection for the following wave 3, 4, 5 looks like this, and already gets us into the range of 10,231, very specific, to 13,382. Okay. Not knowing much about Elliott wave theories, any of you have any insights? Sure. Greatly appreciated. All right, here are some things I personally won't do. I won't try to trade these waves, but simply hold, because I don't want to risk missing the takeoff. because those price levels aren't set in stone or guaranteed. I won't sell on the way up, but wait for the top and sell on the way down. Because the price could go way higher than I predicted, I'd rather sell at 80% of the top on the way down than selling at 100K per share. So he's saying he's going to put in stop losses. Let's see. Have you an option on Bitcoin banks like BlockFi? Oh, opinion. 6% interest on Bitcoin deposits seem better than sitting it in a wallet. House Heisenberg, it's all gibberish to me. Yeah, Nick, that's why I'm just reading this with caution. It's like, I don't know. I don't know. But Graham, to answer your question, yeah, I have a link to BlockFi in the description of this video. Yeah, I love BlockFi, and I am not at all concerned. There are some concerns if you Google on the internet. You know, there's the Bitcoin purists who are like, not your keys, not your Bitcoin, and so they're trying to make the claim that you don't actually own Bitcoin on a site like BlockFi. But I just don't buy that. It's like they're 95%. They're backed by Gemini. Gemini has 95% of their crypto in cold storage. And so I'm not at all worried about anything happening to my crypto on BlockFi. I don't know as much about Celsius, but their rates for certain things are pretty phenomenal. So I want to get on Celsius as well. But yeah, BlockFi, if you haven't signed up, use my referral link in the description. We'll both get like 20 bucks or something. So BlockFi has been great for me so far. First time I can say I'm making money when I sleep. Yeah, there's some phenomenal options. Look into Binance, their BNB coin. They have unbelievable rates for staking. Celsius has. My hope is to get to $1 million by the end of this year, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably about half of that into stable coins, which will give me a 10% return. So 10% of $500,000 is $50,000. That'll be passive income. So that'll be at the end of this Bitcoin bull run. So and then the other half I'll play around with, buy some leaps, some options. Leaps are, if you don't know, they're long-term options that are much safer than weekly options. Maybe I'll just buy a ton of shares of GameStop. We'll see. So sold at 190 yesterday. What did I miss on GME News? Yeah, Gorns. Yeah, I hope you didn't sell all your shares. I ended up selling a third of my shares yesterday, and I no regrets. I still have a decent amount of shares. Not a ton of Bitcoin news. The thing that I'll say, Gorns, is that I'm feeling pretty good right now about upward movement. Like, it ended up not being a February 1st for Bitcoin. Or not for Bitcoin, but for GameStop. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to like the. Oh man, the chat is on my phone. I'm reading the chat on my phone, and it's like too far away for me to see. My eyes are weak apparently, and wow, the chat went quickly. So I'm not saying buy back in. I had to stop being so distracted. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe buy a share or something just in case. So I am pleasantly surprised that the price didn't go down to 120 or something yesterday. Buy the man some glasses. Yeah. All right. You can have multiple coins pay out interest in the coin of your choosing. So I hold Bitcoin and ETH in BlockFi, but I get paid out in ETH only. Nice. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you can do that. I have some in BlockFi and some in a wallet. Not your keys, not your Bitcoin. It's hinging on conspiracy, kind of like not your dollar in your mattress, not your money. Yeah. That's a good comparison, Nick. It's like The comparison is putting your money in the bank. Like, well, what happens if the bank gets whatever? I don't know. It's a similar feeling. So I started using that nice hash. All right, 0.00032691 Bitcoin. All right, Graham, I'm putting you on the spot. Sort of. I want to see how long have you been? Because I'm very. I still have not set up nice hash because I just have laptops. I don't have a desktop, so I don't think it would be worth it. But all right, where's Bitcoin right now? 55. All right, about 55. Let's just say 55. 18 bucks. Nice. All right. I mean, I love it. I think that's phenomenal. And I want to get in. Let's see. Let's see. It's up a bit now, but could crash. Nobody knows. Yeah, hey, House Heisenberg, that's a good point. Gorns, why don't you see if the price goes down? Maybe, there's a post that I read here that said something about maybe it'll go down to something like 130 and, buy back in a little bit. So, yeah, okay, I was hoping it would so I could get a better entry point. Nevin, what's up? Uh, let's see. Did I read the GME V10 piece of DD written? Is that on RGME or on our Wall Street Bets? It's so I feel it sound like a pirate. I have not read it. I've been reading some other things, but no. Let's see. Technically, the money in my bank account isn't mine. Yeah, yeah. $18 of after electricity costs for a night of mining. Graham, I am curious. I would assume that you didn't spend $18 in electricity. So if so, great. That's great. Throw it to BlockFi and make it nice. Yeah. What kind of card are you using? That's for Graham, I'm assuming. House Heisenberg, I have 0.004. Bitcoin and Coinbase could be interested in a BlockFi platform or something, but I don't know much about these different platforms. Yeah, check out BlockFi, House Heisenberg, because you can transfer. You can transfer to. Oh my goodness, I'm blank. Oh, you can transfer from Coinbase to BlockFi. So somebody else, I don't remember who, says that he has a like set amount that he buys every day or every week, and then he transfers that to BlockFi. So because you can do recurring purchases in Coinbase. All right, RGME, it's the most important piece of DD written. Please look it up now and read it on this channel. It's going to blow some minds. Okay, Nevin. I am a. Let's see. Oh, $18 profit, Graham. That's awesome. Yes. Okay. What am I looking for, Nevin? Why are we on old Reddit? I didn't even realize. I prefer old Reddit, Gorns, but that's just my opinion. I never liked new Reddit. So. Um, oh, you tweeted it at me. Okay. Good call. Give me 1 second again. Hmm. Roaring Kitty. Man, Roaring Kitty has been on a tweet storm lately. Um, Is this you, Nevin? Gorillionaire Apes of Wrath? I had hardly even remember old Reddit. Man, I've been on Reddit for like a decade, so for me, oh, I oh, cool. Good to know. I I saw this post, or I saw this my goodness, this PDF. It might actually, is that it? No, that's not it. But I am curious. So I decided not to read it earlier, but yeah, sure, I'll read it now. Um, all right, ethical. The ethnical rationale behind carefully constructed due diligence and all the legal stuff. Not going to read that. What if you have a suggestion as to what page I should read, Nevin? Let me know. Man, I can't use my 362 close and place Botox. I hope you are right. Let's do this. 362. Man, this is hard to read. 31 page PDF. LOL, there is a TLDR. Oh, is there a TLDR? Good question. Let's see. Man, ratings, man. Lots of charts and info here. All right, yeah. GME, J Bracy 36. Yes, 300K today. Yes. All right, I'm gonna navigate away from. All right, let's see. Use your mouse and hold the plus button. Oh yeah, duh. But Nevin, this is a 31 page PDF. Is there anything in particular that I should read? Because reading 31 pages of this on a live stream right now, probably not the best strategy for audience retention, I guess you could say. But I'll definitely be reading this later today for sure. That will zoom in. Okay. Hey, yeah, I'll check this PDF out. And I was definitely interested when I first saw this linked. So if this is something that any of you watching want to take a look at, by all means go for it. I'll probably be no, I will be live streaming tomorrow, so I'll try to give a summary of this on tomorrow's stream. But anyway, let's see. If I wasn't done with Rensol's synopsis on our GME. So Rensol, what about the dates? F the dates, man. F the dates. People have been hyper focused on the dates for a while now. And if we know the dates, they know the dates. They'll most likely see everyone hyping on the 19th and will try to kick the can to the 25th or longer. That's for sure. Ah, it came from Rensol. Okay, that's why I saw it already. So, all right. We just need to do what we have always done: eat crayons, get us some awesome dip and hodl. If we do that, there are two outcomes. We will be the catalyst, and we'll get the entire float. We wait for an external catalyst like RC becoming CEO, which can happen next week or in the next 6 months. How we frequent the same restaurants, yeah. Just be patient. Michael Burry waited 2 years to make one of the best plays anyone has ever made. I don't want to wait 2 years though, man. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm kind of kidding. I would love for this stuff to happen now, but I'll wait. You guys know me. I'll be holding on to this stuff till my grandkids take it. So seriously, guys, be nice. Okay. Anyway, please retweet this and share this. Sure, I will retweet and share. And I already know because Nevin showed me this post already. So gladly. So Bucky Rensoul, I'm going to give Rensoul a follow. He provides good information here. He can be one of the 11 or so people I'm following. Let's see. Burry shorted the entire economy. LOL. It makes sense. It took 2 years. Yeah, good point. Negative beta is now even higher at -8. Negative beta. All right. Okay, what else? What else? I'm going to check out Rising on Wall Street Bets. Oh, wait, not on old Reddit. Okay. I just need to do it. Oh, this is hurting my feelings. Oh. I don't want to switch from old to new. I'm not doing it. Nope, I am not switching from old to new. I'm gonna. Like I'm sure many of you. I have multiple accounts on Wall Street Bets, or not on Wall Street Bets, on Reddit. Oh, here we go. I just needed to log out, and I'm not logging in. So now I am on new Reddit. So I will sort by rising. Oh, you're killing me with all these memes, man. I am curious about the WSB ticker mentions yesterday. Obviously, GameStop. What a surprise. GameStop #1. Anything interesting here? All of these sound very familiar. I mean, they're all familiar faces. Nothing new there. Plug. I'm familiar with Plug. The Dankstock Rises meme was brilliant. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a look at that because of any of those things that could be what's the word? Copyright notices. Plug Power Inc. I know I've heard of Plug Power Inc. I just I know I've seen it mentioned. So as with many, I'm assuming EV related, as with many EV related stocks, it had a peak in January and February and then down for the day. So I'm sure there's some people saying it's going to bounce back. Definitely copyrighted. Yeah, I'm sure. GME Mega Thread, a loss. Let me guess, you bought some $300 calls or so. Looks like calls there. All right. Interesting. Webull, top 20 trending stocks on Wall Street Bets as of Monday. UWMC, don't know, don't care. Yeah, I know that UWMC has been posted plenty, but anyway. Man. So I was reading Kramer's book from 2006 XD. The situation with GameStop was slightly different, but it followed the same pattern. GameStop sells video games, and because most analysts and money managers don't play video games, they ignored the stock. I liked the stock, even owned it for my charitable trust from before the show started. All right, Zach, why I think the GME short interest is much higher than 337.22%. And again, this is not on our GME slash our confirmation bias. It's our Wall Street bets. It's on Wall Street bets. I'm not here for your upvotes. Those upvotes mean nothing to me. Yeah, you're a liar. They mean something to you. Let's see. FINRA is the source where I get all the data. I'm going to see if there's a TLDR. The Kramer thing was interesting. It also mentioned March 15th. Haha, that is funny. Confirmation bias means something to us all. Yes, it does. I didn't mean to click on that. Last updated February 2nd. All right, I'm just going to look for a TLDR with this post. Lots of charts. All right, whatever. Short shares 158.494. Short interest 337.22%. I think the hedge funds didn't start to short the ETFs as early as January 15th, so the true SI of GME should be much higher than 337.22 by now. This circumstance did take the ETF shorting into consideration, and by January 15th, 2021, the HFs didn't realize the danger of retail investors. Hence, the motivation of them cheating the FINRA is lower than now. This data should be more trustful compared with recent data. Okay. I did see this. Bill Gross is short GME. I'm still selling call options at $250 and $300. That is a risky move, Bill Gross. That is risky, risky, risky. Looks like WSB just found its next Melvin. I mean, it is a high risk, high reward. Those options are so expensive, and so for him to sell those and for it to not get to 250 and 300, it's like, man, yeah, you'll make a lot of money, but not a kind of risk I would take, even if I was a millionaire or a billionaire. All right. So I missed all of that over the weekend. Apparently, we adopted some gorillas. Cool. Bitcoin hovering around 55. All right. The hearing is starting in Congress. How insane is all this with GME? We are living in such incredible times. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. Let me see something here. Nevin, do I still think 200K by June? Um, I never thought 200K by June. I might have at some point reported that somebody thinks 200K by June. I think 200K this year. Yeah, I think so. The last cycle, it ended in 2000. It peaked in December of 2017, December 27th of 2017 to be exact. And I think the peak is going to come earlier this time around. So I think September, October, something like that. And it might, there's a decent chance that it'll go much higher than $200,000. So I'd like to see it below 190 just so I can buy back in where I paper handed it yesterday. Patience, that may happen. I don't know. Maybe not today. Maybe today. We'll see. Yeah, maybe buy an amount, Gorns, that you don't feel like you have to check it every second. Well, tech down today. Lots of downward momentum on tech. What is it? Financials, man, financials have been doing pretty well lately. JP Morgan, Berkshire, Bank of America. Interesting. I mean, that makes sense because there's a threat about yields going up. There's a Fed meeting today that they always talk about these Fed meetings as if it's like some major change is going to happen, and the Fed meetings happen and nothing changes. And so I read something that said like, no, this time's different. This time is different. I mean, they have Fed meetings all the time, but nope, this time's different. So we're going to see some major announcement made. And I'm like, okay, we'll see. I'll believe it when I see it, you know, but otherwise, not going to give much credence to it. That's any amount because I have no self-control. All right, Derek, what would cause Bitcoin to get to 200,000? Oh man, do I want to go down that rabbit hole? I'm thinking, Derek. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. If you do want that answer, I would recommend checking out a video that I made. I don't know, a little over a month ago. It will be very easy for you to find on my channel. It's called Bitcoin Stock to Flow Explained, and you'll see my reasoning in that. So, do it. Oh man, let's see. I've spent the last year on benefits. That would be the perfect time, have been the perfect time. All right, Graham, take us down the. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. I got pressured from my friends, Derek. So let's just do it. All right. First things first. I'm just gonna assume that nobody. Let's just ELI5 all of this. Let's assume that we're all 5 years old. Or I guess I would not assume that I'm 5 years old because I need to explain this. But stock to flow is not a new thing. Stock to flow has existed. It explains how we understand price movements in things like gold, copper, silver. What else? I mean, really anything. Oil, for sure, oil. And so I'm not going to read the chat because I actually do want to explain this. And so stock to flow is very easily used as, it's very simply used as a predictor for what price movements should be over time. And so let me compare Bitcoin to gold and silver. Silver's stock to flow. Silver is readily available throughout the earth. It's easy to mine. And so if the price of silver goes up, then miners are going to have an incentive to mine silver, and they will flood the market with supply so that the price of silver will go down. So in 1980, late 70s, early 80s, these two billionaires called the Hunt brothers tried to corner the market in silver, and they shot the price up. Let's look at that real quick. All right. So look at this. 1980, I think it was 1982. This rapid shot up in the price, got up to about $50 an ounce of silver. That was entirely because of these two men called the Hunt brothers. And so they tried to pretty much get all the silver that was out there in existence. I mean, all the silver coins, every ounce of silver possible, every silver bar. And what they did is they shot the price up to $50 an ounce. But during this run up, what happened? You know, everyone who had silver spoons, silver forks, silverware, anything made of silver, they rushed that to the market. They sold it. These miners, they mined silver because why would I not mine silver? I mean, we're talking $50 in 19 $50 an ounce in $1982. I mean, they're absolutely going to focus on that instead of mining some other, other metals. And so all of a sudden the market was flooded with this new silver that hadn't been for sale before. And so it's a stock to flow that as prices go up, there is the potential for new inventory to come in and drive that price down. Gold has a much better stock to flow, which is why historically gold has been more valuable than silver. So if you look at gold's price, but gold has a disruptor right now, and that is Bitcoin. Um, I listened to this really interesting podcast yesterday, um, and I won't get into it now because I want to continue with this. But it's comparing, gold is viewed as money because we have viewed it as money for millennia, but Bitcoin has the potential to be a disruptor to gold, so that it is a superior form of currency to gold, and in a sense, it might remove the need for gold sometime down the road. But okay, gold, you can see a much better chart here. You can see historically the price increasing over time, which is what you want, or the value increasing over time, which is what you want in comparison to the US dollar, which has lost a lot of its purchasing power over time. You want this thing to continue trending up if the US dollar is going to go down in value. Now, gold got caught up in that Hunt brother trying to corner the market in the 80s. Not as much, but it had a peak around $800 an ounce, and then settled down to about $300 an ounce, and that was for 20 or so years before shooting back up. And so now we're at about $1,700 an ounce. So if you compare silver to gold, it doesn't matter if somebody tried to corner the market in gold, they would have a lot more success because there is a set supply of gold that can be mined every year. I don't remember the exact number, but every year the amount of gold in existence in the world increases by something like 1.2%. And so we have the steady 1.2% increase in the supply of gold, which means that the price of gold should steadily go up over time. Now, with Bitcoin, we have something different. And so let me go back to Bitcoin. Stock to flow model. With Bitcoin, we have two things in favor of the price of Bitcoin going up significantly over the years. We have one that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in existence. And that's it. There won't be a 1.2% increase in the supply of Bitcoin every year. In actuality, the supply is decreasing, and it is going to continue to decrease. And so instead of a 1.2% increase, we have a decreasing supply. And we have what's called a halving. So every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin mined cuts in half. So when Bitcoin was created in January of 2019, or sorry, of 2009, from those first 4 years, half of all the Bitcoin that will ever be mined was mined in those first 4 years. And then 2013 to 2017, a quarter of all the Bitcoin that was ever mined was mined in that time. And then, so I'm actually short on the dates here because the halving, the last halving, the previous halving was let me think, 2016 was July of 2016, and then the halving after that was May of 2020. That was the most recent halving, where we went from 2016 to 2020. It went from a quarter to an eighth. I think this is right. Or it might be that we're at an eighth right now. I'm blanking. But whatever the case, the supply is decreasing every 4 years. And there are two things that are affecting the price of Bitcoin. One of them is the decreasing supply. The other one is belief in Bitcoin as a currency. We are now at a point where belief is firm and it's solid, and it is only increasing every day. You have to have that for anything you would consider to be a currency. You have to have, for gold and silver, you have to have belief that that is actually money. If you don't have belief, then gold is worthless. If you don't have belief in silver, then silver is worthless. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin. If you don't have belief in Bitcoin, then Bitcoin is worthless. I mean, I suppose Satoshi Nakamoto in 2009, when he created Bitcoin, could have just not told anybody about it. And so nobody would know that it exists, and it would be absolutely worthless right now. But because it was created, it was announced, it grew in popularity, there is belief that Bitcoin is useful as a currency. And we are now at the point where there is major institutional investment into Bitcoin. Now I'm going to pull up something else. All right, I have to switch my my account here. I'm not necessarily, by no means am I asking you to follow this account. This is just for me to follow other Twitter accounts. So let me see here. I need to find the tweet, but I found this pretty fascinating. Here we go. Institutional Bitcoin buys. Q3 of 2020, $850 million of Bitcoin was bought by institutions. Q4 of 2020, $990 million of Bitcoin was bought. Q1 of 2021, $3.1 billion of Bitcoin was bought by institutions. That includes Tesla's $1.5 billion Bitcoin purchase. And actually, so what this doesn't include, these numbers don't seem to make sense to me. They seem like they're too low. So this is a certain amount of institutional investment. I don't think this includes like Grayscale or PayPal or Square. I don't know. Those numbers seem low, but the mass adoption with institutions that's happening right now is unprecedented. They weren't here in 2017. They're here now. And it makes sense for them to be here now versus 2017. And so we have this flood of institution, these flood of smart money, of deep pockets that's coming in now. And we have all of this funny money that's being printed, all of the stimulus, all of this craziness that's happening right now with the devaluation of the currency. And you have all of those factors along with stock to flow. And what is stock to flow? I mean, I've already explained what stock to flow is, but what is the Bitcoin stock to flow model? This is a predictive measure by someone much smarter than me, who is basically charting out where he believes Bitcoin should be based on math. And so he thinks, now I'm going to tell you this, this is the old version of the stock to flow model. He thinks that based on the numbers that he looked at, he created this model in 2019. He thinks based on these numbers that, by May of 2020, we should be at $84,000 per Bitcoin. And that will go steadily along until the next launch in 2024. It's at $97 per Bitcoin. And then the next cycle, after the next halving, according to this model, it should shoot up to about $1 million an ounce in 2025 to 2026. Not an ounce, $1 million a coin. And so, but according to this model, you look at 2017, here's where we should have been when Bitcoin peaked in 2017. We should have been at $5,500 a coin. But the craze came and we shot up to $19,640 a coin. And so we have these swings. You can see these swings high, these swings low. We have these swings. And so according to the stock to flow model, we should be, when we should be at whatever, 80 something dollars a coin, we'll probably swing way beyond that to somewhere around $200,000 a coin before going down. Now, here's the thing with this, though, is that the person who created this created a new model called the S2FX model. So let's take a look at that one. Let's see if this loads. I hope it does. If it loads in time. Okay. So this new model, based on new factors, I think based on things like the new printing of all the money, based on just things that he's seen, this model actually predicts that Bitcoin will get to $288,000 this year. And again, that's not the peak, that's like the leveling off point of where Bitcoin should be at this year. So according to this, if you look at the swings, the euphoria, it is entirely possible that Bitcoin could get to $500,000, something like that, this year, or maybe 2022. So he's updated his analysis, and he's saying actually $200,000 is incredibly bearish. So where does this end? Because, all right, if we go to this chart again, according to him, in 2024, 2025, instead of $1 million per Bitcoin, it's $5 million. This ends when the market cap for Bitcoin is $100 trillion. And then he just, according to his model, he has no idea where he's going to go, where it's going to go. And that's just all, we don't know. We don't know the territory for that. So the market cap for Bitcoin right now is $1 trillion. So that's 100x from here. 100 times 55,000 is 5.5 million per Bitcoin. That's a $100 trillion market cap. And after that, it's like, yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I think sometime this decade or early next decade, we'll get it to $100 trillion market cap. So I don't know what else to say. Let me stop there. But I missed everything. All of your comments. Explain like we're all boomers. That's brilliant. Wonder if that was one of the hunts that went on to own the Chiefs. Oh, I never thought about that. I don't know. Lamar Hunt. Wonder how much gold gets lost each year. Yeah. All the gold that has ever been mined, if melted down, would fit into an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Wow. Did not know that. Getting me all rallied on the speech. Gettysburg Address. Funny. Perfect storm for a major transition. Yeah. Yeah. Man. So the podcast that I listened to yesterday was Orange Pill. Max Kaiser. This guy has been in it from under $1. I shudder to think how much he's worth right now. So yeah, Orange Pill podcast. So I listened to it while working out yesterday, and this was it, March 14th. Bitcoin, there she blows. And so him and Stacy Herbert on this podcast, they compared this to, there was an old, I mean, I'm talking BC days, person. I don't remember the name. Maybe Ptolemy. Maybe the P is silent. Who theorized or hypothesized that the Earth revolved around the sun, and there are all these people saying, no, the sun revolves around the Earth. The Earth is the center of the universe, and he was right, but there was all of this. The prevailing sentiment, he couldn't win against that until obviously we realized, no, the sun revolves around the Earth revolves around the sun. And so he was comparing that, and Stacey Herbert, they were comparing that logic to just the logic that is sticking with the gold bugs, with the Peter Schiffs, with the Nouriel Rubinis of the world, the old line of thinking that gold is and always will be money. And they're challenging that thought and saying, actually, no, gold served its purpose, but now something better and superior has taken it, and therefore gold will die. I don't know if that'll happen in any of our lifetimes, but they're talking about, 500 years from now, people looking back on today and thinking, isn't that cute that all those old farts thought that gold was going to be a thing forever. And so anyway, I'd recommend you check it out. I'm struggling to even do justice to their argument. I tend to be bullish on gold in the sense that, you compare that to US dollar. It's like, I'll take gold. Although gold, even though gold isn't doing anything phenomenal right now. So where is the price of gold? 1730. It's just been 1700. So let's see. Stock suggestions to be part of Bitcoin. Well, I mean, aside from Bitcoin, get some Bitcoin, Patrick. Good to see you, by the way. All right, hold on a second. Why is WBuy up? I don't know. Some stock suggestions: MicroStrategy and Riot Blockchain are a couple. So yeah, GBTC is what I have in my Roth for Bitcoin. That's if you can get GBTC, I don't think I can. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Yeah, this is the most correlated thing with Bitcoin because, I mean, they buy Bitcoin. That's essentially why they exist. So, yeah, perfect storm for major transition. Large institution buys ramping up much faster this cycle compared to last halving. That can skew things. Yeah, yeah, we are on the frontier. We are so early with institutional investing. I think institutions are going to realize that they have to get in on Bitcoin, but they'll be fighting over fractions of a Bitcoin. I mean, the last 40 years of Bitcoin mining will be literally one Bitcoin will be mined those last 40 years. So, all All right, Charles Schwab has GBTC. Good to know. Good to know. All right, I got a couple texts. I need to. One second, I'm responding to a text. Okay. All right. Let's go back to GameStop. See, I'll click on Rising in RGME. Yes,
Are you making a live stream?
I am.
Why are you doing that?
I'm making a live stream. All right. Oh my goodness, come on. I'm trying to. Oh, never mind. All right, go, both of you. Hello, tiny. Hey, they say hello, tiny person.
Me?
Yes,
I was the one, and I was putting my face in the screen.
I know. I know. Hey, close the door. Hey, the kids. What's up, young burritos? Um, 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 um. Some people are saying, oh, ooh. All right. The signups through Google are back on NBA Top Shot if you want to at least create an account and check it out. Yes, I do. I'm going to do that right now. NFTs. House Heisenberg commented on one of my videos yesterday, the video where I called NFTs a bubble. And for the most part, I do believe NFTs are a massive bubble. But I think something like NBA Top Shot actually has some staying power. So let's see. Nice. 14 moments right now. I have no idea if it accepted my sign up. Let's see. All right, I don't know. I'll check it out after the stream is over. So they might be wrong. So if it doesn't work, don't get mad. Oh no, trust me. This makes sense. All right, click continue with Google. I mean, maybe I did do a I already did something like that. Maybe that's what I did last time. Continue with Google. There's all my email addresses. I trust you, all 17 of you. I mean, what are you going to do with that information? All right, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you my put out my phone number there. I will do it at another time. All right. Another text, sorry. Sideways Llama, thank you so much. It's funny, I've made $7. I've made like $7 from advertisements so far, which I know it's the long game, but like with BlockFi referrals, I've made something like, I don't know, $150. So affiliate marketing, I've heard affiliate marketing is the way to go. I mean, I'm not one to necessarily do affiliate marketing. It's just like I use BlockFi and I like it, so sign up for BlockFi. And why not use my link? We'll both get some bucks, you know. So okay, YOLO'd my entire stimmy and GME when the market opened. All right, your stimulus check has been deposited in your bank account, and it's gone. Oh, Warden Elite is back on. Let's see, Warden Elite. Sagging consolidation, low volume. That's, yeah, low volume. The volume has been pretty low lately. Even with the stimmy, I guess, you know? So, all right, I did see that. Oh man, House Heisenberg. I thought, so you said you have 15 moments valued at 580 RN. I thought that was an M. And so I was like, 580 million? What? No, 580 right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, why would you be here if it was 580 million? Oh, hey, I know some Greek. Let's see. Canadian tattoo artist here. I think I might have tattooed one of you apes to the moon. Gamma Nu Omega Theta Iota. Nothi. Gnothi. And I can't see the other one. Seu. I don't know. Anyone know any Greek? Yeah, wouldn't be watching the stream. Before I forget, I'm starting to move today, finishing on the 27th. If you don't see me on here as much or at all, that's why. It's not personal. And thank you, Graham. Appreciate it. Yeah, you would absolutely hurt my feelings. Not really. I mean, but hey, good luck with your move. Thanks for letting me know. So, all right. No, I didn't want to see that. Too many memes. I don't care about the memes. Remember that every time the hedge funds continue to delay the squeeze, it becomes more and more financially difficult for them to do so. At some point, the damn spelling correction has to break. This is just a waiting game, and it doesn't cost anything to hold. Maxine Waters. All right, I like this meme. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time there's a short attack on GME, I do one push-up. Okay. Well, I have some things to do today. So I'm going to call it a day for the live stream. But again, thank you for joining. And I don't know if I'll be live this afternoon or if I will make a regular video. We'll see. But otherwise, have a good rest of your day.